And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Welcome back and welcome aboard. We are back in San Luis, Argentina today, and we're going to be making our way up to where are we going? Why does this always happen? Let me just double check. It was right there on the tip of my tongue. We're heading to San Miguel de Tucumán, Argentina, which is in the Tucumán province. Now, when I started my initial checks and everything, and again the aircraft started up, we did have a ton of rain. Like it was chucking down with rain, and now as you can see, things are starting to clear up at the airfield a little bit. The rain is sort of off in the distance, so we're gonna have a little bit of cloud cover to contend with right now. However, let's take a look at Tucumán airport, which is where we've been before, and let's see what's happening with the weather over there. So I'll bring up windy.com so we could take a look. Let's bring that guy up. All right. So as you could see, the weather here is actually improving. When I checked, as you can see, 13 minutes ago, the weather report had just changed. But when I initially saw it, we were looking at winds out of 210 at 7 knots, visibility 6 kilometers with light drizzle, and clouds broken at 800 feet. Now, as you could see, as of almost 5 hours ago, the weather conditions were LFIR because the cloud cover was broken at 400 feet. So the weather has actually gotten better over there as well. But we're gonna keep a close eye on things, just to see, if conditions get a little iffy as we get closer. Now, current conditions in Tucumán right now, winds out at 230 at 6 knots, varying from 170 to 230. So winds are fairly light, not too bad. Visibility is 8 kilometers now, and it's light drizzle with clouds broken at 1100 feet and the overcast at 5000. So this is what we're looking at here. It's so from the last forecast to the most recent one. So it's hard to, I guess, the forecast before plus the most recent forecast, the ceiling has gotten a little higher. So that's good. So hopefully we'll kind of stay on that trend. But right now it's time for us to get going. So we are going to be flying at 18,000 feet today. Our time in the air is 2 hours, so this is a bit of a long flight. So we're gonna push our fuel a little bit. I had to kind of reduce some of the fuel that I had in order to make this trip, but this is a high paying job, so I want to make sure I'm able to complete it. All right, so we're ready to go, folks. Gonna get our taxi lights on, and let's take a look at our checklist here just to make sure. And I'm just gonna bring that up real quick. All right, so for taxi checklist, we've already done our pusher test. Avionics are set. We've already done the autopilot trim test. Cabin pressure we have not done, which is why I have a checklist. So we're gonna go 14, 16, 18. I always like to go about 1,000 or 2 feet above altitude, 19,000 feet. Set the rate. Good to go. So cabin pressure is done. Transponder is up and running. Altitude pre-select. We've already selected 18,000 feet. HRS 1 and 2. I know that's already checked. We'll just do a fuel reset on our this guy here. So here we have 1,148 pounds of fuel. Need about 900 for this trip, which is cutting it kind of close. So I really need to get near now instead of talking. Cars, no errors. So we are all ready to go. Flight controls are free and clear as well. Just gonna do a check here so we can get that out the way. Let's set our flight director to go around. And we've already set our, we can get heading set. We'll make sure to sync it while we're there. We've set our trim ready. Let's get our EGPWS test.
EGPWS system OK.
And we've completed our briefing, so we are good to go, folks. Alright, so we're going to be departing runway 19 today. And I'm just going to look at Navigraph here just to see which direction we are facing. Because I'm not too familiar with this airport. Boom. Okay, runway 19. So we'll go straight. And then we'll taxi down to the end of the runway. And we'll get out of here. Alright, so let's turn. Actually, I'm just gonna run over this guy, my bad. Sorry about that. The weather really cleared up wonderfully here. It was raining like crazy. And I probably kind of got things started up about half an hour ago. In between that time and now, you've got sunlight and all the clouds moving out of the way, which is great. Alright, starting our taxi towards the runway. Loving the PC-12. In terms of where we are on our South America tour, so once we complete this trip, we're going to be about halfway back to the top. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I think we have probably about I would estimate about 6 or 7 more flights left before we end this tour. And I would love to complete those. Just kind of get that out the way so we can do a fresh start with Flight Simulator 2024 when it comes out. So this is a bit of a long taxi, so I'm gonna probably cut this out, and when I come back we'll be waiting for takeoff. Right, I'll be right back. All right, folks, and here we are at the holding point. We are going to go ahead and get our landing lights on, as well as doing our final checks here. I know we need to get the aircraft into, let's see, how do I get down here? We had some new views. 7, there we go. Gotta go into flight idle. What else is on the checklist here? Flaps are 15. We've already got our lights on. Ice protection is acquired. We've done our condition level cause. We have no errors or warnings, so we are ready to go, folks. So if you look at our departure, we're going to be making a left turn, and like a very aggressive left turn. We're going to have to head out because we're going in the opposite direction. Now what we could do as well, no, I'll follow the departure. Let's go by procedure. All right, folks. Set our takeoff power. Alright, takeoff power is set. Let's get our camera views set, and Brakes away. Yeah, the weather moved out of here pretty fast. I'm actually really impressed. Got a really stiff crosswind there. So I'm gonna watch out for that. And we are very, very heavy. Knots. We're also very high as well, so that's why we're having a little trouble getting up to speed. All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oof. Whoa, what happened there? Lost control.
Airborne time logged.
All right. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. We're getting pushed pretty hard to the left as well. Alright, so I'm just following the flight directive for now. And I think I might just hand fly it for a bit. Alright. Flaps are up. And I'm just going to set the trim here.
Hold up.
It's alright, it's alright. Alright. So, trim is set. Just want to try and drop the nose just a little bit. Alright, we're going to sync our heading bug. And we're going to go autopilot and yaw damper on. And we are going to start our left turn. So we want to make sure we are on the correct flight path. Alright. So our rate of climb is a little slow right now. But we're good. Everything's good. Everything's good. We're all good. So I'm trying to be kind of aggressive with the turn. I just want to see where we're going, so let's zoom in just a little bit. Alright, here we go. Cool. This should be alright. I'll arm nav mode as well. Okay. That was a little scary just now. We just like pulled to the right, like right when you're about to take off. It scared the crap out of me. My apologies. What I'll do is I'll shut the autopilot off for a second, and then we'll just get the nose down a little bit, just so we could build up our speed. I don't really like climbing slow. I'd rather climb at a little faster speed. Get our taxi lights off as well. And let's get our nose down to like 5 degrees or so. Let's let our speed build, and then we'll go into IAS mode. I normally like to climb at about 140, 150 or so. So this is good enough here. Autopilot, IAS, let's go nav mode as well. And yeah, I think we're a little aggressive with our capture. So we're going to turn right. that should help us get back on our path. Also, if you have to set our source to nav, that would help too. Okay, now I've captured it. Now we've captured our flight path. So if you look on the weather radar, you can see we have a lot of weather off to our right here. And just looking outside, nothing but clouds and rain and all kinds of nastiness out there. So we pretty much managed to escape it, which is good. Awesome. Although, let's look this way. Okay, yeah, we got some patches of rain here as well. I guess some storm cells. Is that a storm cell? I don't know how you classify that. But I think we're going to turn kind of past that. And how are things looking back this way? Let's look out the window. Yeah, everything's looking okay out there too. We're gonna probably have to pass through some of these clouds in order to get kind of up and above, but should be okay though. All right, folks. So I think we're good now. Thankfully, luckily. All right. So because we've been to Tucumán before, there is there's gonna be no discovery segment here. Which always tends to make our flights a little longer, our videos a little longer. So we're gonna do our after takeoff checklist and then go enjoy the scenery until it is time for us to descend. So after takeoff checklist, which we're a little late on doing, landing gear is up, yaw damper is on. Landing and taxi lights. Our taxi lights are off. I'm going to turn the landing lights off now because we're about to hit 10,000. Flaps at 0. Ice protection is required. We are keeping our inertial separator on since we're heading to these clouds. Climb power is set. Pressurization. It's flat right now, but it should be pressurizing soon. Engine instruments are all looking good as well. So I think we're good to go, folks. Let's see. Boom. Any lights can come off now as well. So as you can see, folks, this is I've been flying the PC-12 now for a long time. It's been a good like probably like six to 8 months now, and I'm still trying to get the nuances of this aircraft. So just goes to show you guys, like, some aircraft are a little more temperamental than others. Some aircraft need a little more finesse in order to fly them well, but you know, we're doing our thing so far, folks. All right, that's about it. I will catch you guys when we get back. We should be cruising for about hour and a half or so, and when we get back, we'll be starting our descent to Tucumán. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Hoping we're gonna get some okay weather for that approach. I'll see you then. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have started our descent. Why the heck do I keep forgetting where we're going? We've started our descent into Tucumán. Love of God, remember this, bro. Alright, sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've started our descent into Tucumán. We are currently at 9,800 feet, descending to 4,200, which would be the altitude for the final approach fix. Now, I'm gonna admit, I have effed up. If you look down here, as you can see, we have the fuel low warnings here, and we have about 140 pounds of fuel left, and I'm just praying that that's enough to get us to our destination. Speaking of our destination. Let's take a look at our approach for today. As you can see, we're flying through some rain clouds right now. I'm gonna bring up the approach really quickly, and here we go. All right, so we are doing the RNP Runway 20 approach, which is going to have us kind of making a bit of a U-turn and hopefully avoiding some of this terrain here, which I can't see, and but we'll see how it goes. Like right now we should be at 6,500 feet or above 6,500 feet, which is good. We're at 8,000 right now, and we're going to be heading to 5,400 feet at Bowman, and then as we come towards Filty, which is our final approach fix, we'll be going to 4,200. All right, so I'm going to come out of here. Boom. All right. So the weather right now, I'm just going to do a quick check just to see what we are looking at here. Current weather right now is still MVFR conditions. Ceiling is still at 1,100 feet, so we should be good. Temperature's 18 degrees C. There is light drizzle and clouds around. Winds out of 200 at 6 knots, but from here it's still looking a little grim. So as I said, we're extremely low on fuel, so I'm sweating a little bit right now, because I was trying to be a little greedy with the job, and I guess I'm regretting it a little bit now. But we have about 25 minutes of fuel left, and just looking here, we have about 1:20 to our next waypoint, so we probably have about maybe 10 to 15 minutes of flying left. So we're going to be cutting it a little close, but we should be able to land all right. Okay. So we're going to be heading towards, we're within 1,000 feet of 4,200 feet. And I think we have to make sure not too close to the terrain here, which I think we're getting to. I think we're a little low right now.
Pull up.
Looking good.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore this guy
up.
for now.
Pull up.
We're just going to be starting our left turn
Pull
now.
Up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
All right.
EGPWS system OK.
Just want to inhibit that terrain warning because we are good. Man, it's been kind of gross, not gonna lie. All right, so we're gonna start preparing for landing. Just dialing back the throttles now. And let's see. Just gonna go flaps 1 very, very soon. Can't see anything right now. Sorry, let's bring the map up. So as we head towards kind of this waypoint here. I think we'll go ahead and engage approach mode. And we should be good to go for landing. Altimeter is all set. Gonna go flaps 15. And I'm hoping that once we get a little lower, we'll actually be able to see the runway. 18 minutes of fuel left on board. So, we're cutting it extremely close right now. Can't see a thing outside. So I'm just gonna take a quick look at we can't even do a go around at this point, like we have to land, which is not a good position to be in. But as I stated, it is MVFR conditions, so we should be good. We should be good. I think we'll have to get down. Once we get down below 1500 or so, it should start to clear up a little bit. Hopefully. We're gonna switch on approach mode as well. It looks like we've actually already started our descent, which is good. Gonna go gear down. And let's go flaps 30 as well. I'm gonna keep an eye out for the runway. Just to make sure we can see it. This is gonna be one of those white knuckle approaches, folks. I'm going to be itching for the clouds to disappear. Alright, looks like the clouds are clearing up. Things are getting a little clearer, just a little clearer. Still do not see the runway yet though. But we kind of are stabilized on approach, which is good. When I can get a better view of the runway, then I'll go ahead and take over. Taxi lights on. Man, this is disgusting. So we're on approach mode, like approach mode is active, so we are descending. And let's see how much distance we have to the airport. Over here. Yeah, we're about 5 nautical miles out. Doesn't feel like MVFR. I'm assuming because we're still up in the clouds a little bit. Once we get down lower, we should be able to see the runway. Yeah, still raining pretty bad out here right now. These are those conditions that I always ask for. Like, yeah, I always want to get MVFR conditions. I want to see rain, too much clear weather. Now I get it. I'm like, man, I would kill for some sunlight right now. So I do see the runway lights. They were there for a second. Now they're gone again. But I'm gonna hold on to approach mode for as long as possible. It looks like there are some showers kind of right over the airport, which is what's making it difficult to see. So I'm gonna get out of approach mode at the last minute. 13 minutes of fuel left. You have about a few minutes of flying to go. Oh, thank you, Lord. It's clearing up. All right. Okay, so there we're in line. 1,100 feet is where it's at. It's really going to get clear because it's starting to get a lot clearer now, which is good. All right.
500.
Landing lights are on. Inertial separators open. Flaps are at 30. Gears down and locked. We are depressurizing. Good to go, folks. I think I'm going to take over from here. I can see the runway, autopilot, and yaw damper off. This is my aircraft. Just need to get over these trees here. Wowzers. It's kind of gross here. Alright. Good, a little bit of stuttering. Should be alright there. 90 knots. I'm gonna flare so I can just bleed some more speed off.
Landing time logged.
Woo! Talk about a white knuckler, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tucumán. Local time is about 2:52 p.m. Woohoo! Boy, didn't think I was gonna make that one. Oh boy, there's like no fuel left in the aircraft, and yeah, I need to stop doing that. It's not worth the money, folks. It's not worth the money. All right. So we are off the runway here. Let's just come past the whole line and then we'll clean up. Head on our way. All right. All right, we'll hold here. Get our landing lights off. I always like to switch off the flight director. This guy. All right. Back to 0. All right, and let's get our other views here. Right. I think we are good. Probe you can come off as well. We don't need that. What a crazy approach, folks. South America say, yeah, we're gonna hit you with a little something on the way back. Just having a hard time turning right now. It's been one of them days, man. Alright, folks, so we're gonna taxi to the parking. If you remember from before, this airport's a little messed up in terms of the airport. I don't know why. Something going on there. Just like a random jetway. But I don't see the marshals there, so we're gonna park here at the this fueling station. Right here looks good. Wow. I don't know why this came up. Why did this come up? Alright, folks. So we'll go ahead and shut our engines off. Taxi lights can come off. And then I'll shut this guy here off. Something's going on with my keyboard. My keys are sticking.
Engine off. Time
Warning,
logged.
essential bus.
Let's get that back on. Generator can come off. Beacons off.
The flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
Oh, what is going on with frames? Alright, let's get the control lock on as well. And this guy here. Alrighty, folks. Wow. And that is it. That was a hell of an approach. So we made it. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I know it's been a rough one. But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you see fit. We'll be back continuing our South America tour heading north. Outside of that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. This boy FlyIslandGuy is saying stay safe and most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.
Fly Island Guy, we're soaring so high. With reggae beats we touch the sky.